Good morning, good afternoon and good evening. Depends where you're joining from. Bit of a change compared to putting calls out on the radio. Just thought I'd basically show you guys, because I know obviously HF, ham radio operators, we're all aware of a number of different modes: CW, SSB, FT8 is a big mode out there, but a lot of people are wondering what it is and how you go about getting on there, what programs you use. So this one is going to be a bit of a change to the usual stream of putting calls out. So we'll see how it goes. This stream is on a whim, so just bear with us. Just thought I'd try it, see if I can try and show you guys different modes that are available other than SSB, voice, CW, and of course FT8. We all put the calls out. We all shout for contacts on SSB. So we do have other modes available. Like I say, I don't know how this is going to pan out. It is just completely on a whim and thrown together, as it were. So bear with us. I'm going to try and start from some form of beginning, if that makes sense. Where should we start? From the beginning. That's about right. Right. We'll go for the most obvious one of FT8, FT4, and other modes that are out there. I will mention the modes as I go through and show you. So I will bring up the screens for you to see what activities there and what can be made, decoded, and the contacts that can be made. So there won't be any audio on the radio. It's just going to be me talking. So if you want a little bit of background noise off the radio, I'm quite happy to do that. That's not a problem. I'll just get the other page up because I do have this streaming on other things as well. So I just want to make sure I don't miss any comments out that people put on. So sorry, Phil. I do apologise. If there's any audio, that should stop it. Right. I'll start with FT8. I'll transfer the view so you can see what people are talking about when they say they're going on to FT8 and working stations on FT8. I'm hoping I can do this right. FT8, there we have it. It's not on frequency at the moment. I will put it on the correct frequency for 40 meters, and we should start seeing some decodes if my time is right. Timing is crucial for FT8, FT4. FT8, it's just data transmitted from the PC or the laptop, transmitted to the radio and then out to the aerial, received via an aerial into the radio, decoded through the computer. Pretty straightforward. There should be some contacts coming through there. There is a couple on 40 meters. When people say FT8. This is what you're looking at. Stations working on FT8. It's all it is just screaming. It's just screeches of audio being transmitted through the sound from the PC or the laptop through a sound card into the radio and transmitted from the radio via the aerial. So that's FT8. Pretty straightforward, pretty easy to use. Everybody says or complains that it is a weak signal and low power program. It's not. We'll just get this right. It's not a low power program. I'm saying low power program, a low power operation. It's not. You can use as much power as you like. It is in the write up. It is in the description of the in the guidebook of FT8. So if you don't believe me on that, go and read it. It is in there. You can use as much power as you like. The secret to it is if that signal is weak and it's coming through extremely weak, you can still decode the what's it called, the transmission. Is that upsetting you there, Phil, having the radio in the background? I'll see if I can sort that out. Like I say, there we go. I'll try that. There we go. Radio's out of the background. Should be. Anyway. You can use as little power as you like. Half a watt, milliwatts. You can use as little power as you like. You can go up to a kilowatt, if not more. It all depends on your licensing conditions as to how much power, your maximum power, you can you can run. So it doesn't matter how much power you operate on FT8, FT4. It's a weak signal program. So just bear that in mind. It's not a low power program. If you want low power, you want Whisper, WSPR. That is for low power, not high power. It's basically Whisper, just send and people receive you, and just there is a program online where you can decode PSK reporter. You can decode some of the stations that have received you and vice versa. So like I say, this stream is completely on a whim. Just putting it out there, just show you guys what is available to you guys that want to get on and you don't feel comfortable or confident enough to use the microphone. Not everybody's the same. Everybody has the preferences as to what modes and how they operate the radio. Each to their own. We all enjoy different parts of the hobby. FT8 is for some people is perfect because you don't have to talk to anybody. Same as CW, you don't have to talk to anybody. You just send the Morse. Same with FT8, you can just send the call sign and receive the station that's trying to work it. Like I say, I'm not going to transmit anything. It's just going to be me talking to you, showing you what's available out there. So there's FT8. There's also FT4. I've never operated FT4 before. Never tried it. Not something I've sort of been interested in. I can't quite. It's pretty similar to FT8, but quicker. It's a 7.5 second cycle. FT8 is a 15-second cycle. So just bear that in mind. FT4 is quicker. Same principle as FT8. So pretty straightforward, pretty easy to operate from what I've heard. I've never operated FT4, I've always been FT8. Operated FT8 and other modes. There is also, I'll just get me, JT9 and JT65. It is a long-winded program. It is a long-winded 4 contacts. It's exactly this. It's similar to FT8, but it is a 60-second transmit cycle, 60-second receive cycle. So just bear that in mind. It is a longer process to gain the contacts. There's always something going to be there for somebody. So just bear that in mind. Yeah, you're right, Phil. FT8 is automatic. Everything FT8, FT4 are automatic, so it goes through each stage. You put the call out, station comes back to you, you send them the report, you receive their report, send them a 73, then send you a 73, and then you're on to the next contact. It is automated, it is straightforward, it is easy, but there's always, like I say, there's always going to be something there for somebody to use the radio. Like I say, there'll be a few people out there that gets a license, they're not sure what to do. When they pick up the mic, they pick up the microphone and they go, and there you go, that's it. They put the microphone back down. It takes a lot for them to plug up the courage again to then pick the microphone up and try putting a call out. So there is always something there for somebody to operate the radio. Yeah, I'll not go into that yet, Ray, don't worry. So yeah, FT4, FT8. I've never used JT4 or JT9. I've never used any of those 2 modes, so I can't comment on them, but there is the option to use them. Hello there, Lawrence, Victor Echo 3 Hotel Quebec Mike, please you can join. Whisper, like I say, the option, just if you just want to find out where your signals are getting to and receiving, who's receiving you and who you are receiving on your aerial at low power, from a maximum of 5 watts. I'm saying a maximum of 5 watts. Some people use a little bit more, but just remember, Whisper is exactly that. It's Whisper. It's a low power program. So if you want to find out how well propagation is, Whisper's probably a good tool to use. It is a 2-minute cycle, 2-minute transmit cycle. So you transmit straight away. It may take a little bit for the transmit to start off and then people to receive you. So just bear that in mind. It's probably one of the modes that you probably set off for a number of hours if you're not operating the radio, just to see how well the conditions were throughout the day. If you're not by the radio, it's something that you can throw in there and try out. So yeah, that's what you can actually operate on WSJTX. So I'm I am trying to wing it a little bit with the stream, so just bear with me. The next one, I don't actually have this set up correct, but it just gives you an idea of what is available with other programs, so just bear it in mind. I'm getting there, Ray. I'm getting to that one. Don't worry. So there's a lot of you guys out there. Sorry about Eva shouting in the background. If you can hear her, I do apologise. She's just getting excited for some reason. So I do apologise if you can hear her in the background. A lot of you guys, or a lot of you new guys, want to know what's available on Ham Radio Deluxe. here we go. Ham Radio Deluxe. Now I haven't got this, I don't have it set up to transmit. I don't use it for what it's meant to be used for, so just bear that in mind. I have used it more so more so for SSTV. I have decoded a few SSTV pictures, slow scan TV pictures on 20 meters. I don't know if why. Bear with us. Like I say, this is all just on a whim sort of presentation. There's no no sort of going into it. I've never used JS Call, Phil, so I can't really comment on that one. But it is another program that can be used. So there is all sorts of programs that can be used on HF. There's a lot of different things that can be used. So what I'll do, like I say, I'll move out the way, move out the shot. You can see in the bottom corner there, bottom right hand corner, what would have been behind me, there is a couple of pictures decoded from Slow Scan TV, so that is an option. There is obviously a lot of various things you can do on various bands, so there's a wide scope to go on with radio. It's not just a case of picking up a microphone and putting the calls out. It's ham radio, or radio is so diverse. There's a lot that can be done. Getting your license is just a drop in the ocean. It opens up so many options for you guys. So I've just basically showing you what is available to you if you sort of put your mind to it. Ask if you're unsure on various programs. Ask somebody that's operated the mode or how to set things up. Slow Scan TV is pretty straightforward. Once you're on the frequency, I kind of think what frequency it is for 40 meters. But once you're on the SSTV frequency, I do know 20 meters is 14.230 off the top of my head. Set it up. The audio goes in from the radio into the PC, and it decodes and it chooses from the various receives, as you can see with the cursor. Scotty, Robot 36, Martin 2, Martin 1. It automatically selects the receive, so it's once it starts receiving the tone, it'll then start decoding the picture on the screen. So yeah, there is a great deal in the hobby that can be ventured. You can venture into the hobby and you can be sort of overwhelmed with what's available with you. You've just got to sort of take a step back, have a look at what's available, ask people questions, because there may be somebody that's that enjoys doing SSTV, and they do quite a bit. They can advise you and speak to you about it. They may not necessarily know other modes, but that's something they quite enjoy doing, is the SSTV. So if you're in a local club or even on the radio, don't hesitate to ask anybody. Everybody's out there to try and help you. Nobody wants to beat anybody with a wooden stick, as it were. You are going to make mistakes. We all make mistakes. That's what it's about. We all learn from it. So that's if you're using Ham Radio Deluxe and you want to operate SSTV, It's the Digital Master 780. This is the free version that I've got on the computer at the moment, so it's not set properly for the 7300. However, I can get it to work with the use of another radio selection, so it can be done. You can get it set up and operating straight away. People ask about decoding CW. Why not use something if you're learning CW? Use something that's going to help you. Ham Radio Deluxe has that feature in there. It has the option to decode CW. There's always going to be something there to help you. Sitting next to somebody that enjoys doing CW, listen to how they operate. Ask them how the workstations. Just ask questions. Basically, that's it. That's the secret to it. I think that's a bit of CW there. I may be wrong. But yeah, CW can be operated as a decode, and you can actually transmit the CW on the Digital Master with Ham Radio Deluxe. If you look there, 9 Alpha 2 Alpha Juliet, it's putting a call out in CW. Digital Master's decoding that, so you can use Digital Master to help you along with CW. If you can't quite pick up the CW in your head and you can't decode it quick enough, by all means, there is programs out there that will help you to decode. Everybody's got to learn somewhere, and it's a free program. It's there to be used, so use it. Check it out. That's what it's there for. If you can get it, if you want it working fully, there is alternate settings that you can select for the 7300 to get everything set up to operate the CW. What else? There is PSK 31, 63 and 125. All the modes that people tend to forget about because FT8 came along, and it did, to be honest, I will say, FT8 did drive a lot of people away from other data modes, stroke digital modes. There's a lot of other data modes out there that can be explored. You don't just have to use FT8. It's there because it's convenient. It's there. It's easy to use once you get your head around it. The other half, Lauren, M6XLC, that's what she prefers. She prefers to operate PSK 31. She's done that from the start, and then she got in FT8. That's what she enjoys doing. She is shy. She doesn't like to pick up the microphone. She is really mic shy, so this was a sort of fallback so she can still operate the radio. But like I say, there's something there for everybody. What else? Like I say, this stream, it is off a whim, just showing you guys what else is out there other than voice, because there is a lot of guys out there asking questions. What else is out there other than voice, other than CW? What can we do? FT8's a biggest one on the bands at the moment. I don't think it's quite reached the peak. If some of you guys get us. there's always going to be new ventures explored with radio, whether it be operating remote, operating CW, anything. There's always going to be something there. But yeah, come back on here. The other thing, a lot of guys, you will hear people mention, this is just for the guys that are watching, that are not ham operators. You will hear a lot of people saying, I tried searching you up on QRZ, QRZ.com. QRZ is more getting information about yourself. You can share pictures, videos, anything you like on your QRZ page. So I'll just show you quickly my QRZ page, and I have dropped it down a little bit so there's no address comes up, but your address can be it can be taken off if you QSL via the bureau. So bear with me. Put this one on. So QRZ, this is where you get all the information. Your name is a little bit further up that direction. It's at the top of the screen, top left hand of the screen, just above email, use mouse to view. Your home address is above that, so for obvious reasons I haven't disclosed that on here at the moment, but it's there. So when you're on QRZ and people say, oh, I've looked you up, got your location, it's 9 times out of 10 people want to confirm the location. So QRZ, as you can see, you do hear a lot of people say, they do compliment obviously Eva sitting at the radio. One thing I've never stopped at doing is mess about with the radio. In fact, I encourage her to do so. That's the shack. It's not in that condition at the moment. It's like everybody, it's clean for about 20 minutes, then everything gets put back into where it should be, so you know where they are. But yeah, QRZ, share the experiences on your QRZ page. That's what it's there for. A lot of people like to see the equipment that's used. There's no harm in sharing it. You probably remember seeing on the last stream, or maybe the one before, about two element mono band. That's the 2-element mono band portable. So it's what you make of it and what you enjoy doing. But yeah, that's the QRZ page. Source of information, there is other places you can input the information for people to try and gain the information for you when you make the QSO. There's QRZ CC. That's another one that you can input the information. There's loads you can do. There's loads of different places you can input the information. So that's the QRZ page. Pretty straightforward once you get your head around it and operate the stations. You know, where are we? I am actually trying to be careful not to show any information, sort of sensitive information, if that makes sense. If you a licensed operator, the information is there for you to gain access to. So just bear that in mind. Nine times out of 10, it's a licensed operator that gains access to QRZ.com. Maybe a shortwave listener, rarely. There are out there. I'm not saying there's no shortwave listeners. There are a lot of shortwave listeners. But yeah, I'll quickly go over it again. No, where were we? That one. Turn that one off. Come back over to there. So WS Whisper. I think I may have been on enough time to decode someone who was obviously listening or transmitting. I'm hoping the stream's still going out there for you. I'm hoping it's still going out. Looks like it is. So there we go. Yeah, PSK reporter. I'll quickly see if I can get that. No, it's not. Whisper.net. I'm just wondering if the stream is paused for any reason. If the stream's still going out there, I hope it is. So I'll put this back up. So anybody that's using Whisper, WSPR.net can be used with various things out there. WSJTX mainly. I'll go the last hour. 40 meters, my call sign, and update, and hopefully something's decoded. So the brief time I was on on Whisper is decoded into Italy and Iceland. So like I say, that's just a brief time it was on Whisper. So there we go. Switch that back over to there. So hopefully that's give you a sort of insight of what else is available other than voice contacts, CW and FT8. There are other modes out there that are available to you guys, especially the guys that are mic shy. It is unbelievable how many guys out there are in fact mic shy. So there's options out there for you to get on the radio. Anyway, hopefully you guys enjoyed that and it wasn't too sort of hit and miss. I do hope the stream continued out okay, and yeah, I hope it went okay for you guys and you sort of saw what else was available other than the usual. There is the option of RTTY. RTTY is available. I think that's on. Bear with me, I'll just double check this one. Somebody did mention RTTY. I just completely forgot about it. I do apologise. Yeah, RTTY. RTTY is available to decode on the Digital Master 780. So there's plenty of options there to explore if you want to get on the radio, and just try it. That's it. Once you get everything set up with the radio and communicate with Ham Radio Deluxe, Ham Radio Deluxe is a great program. There is a free version out there, and there is a paid version. Obviously the paid version has all the up-to-date radios, all the up-to-date radio settings. The free version, it has a limited number of radios, so just bear that in mind if you're operating, if you want to use Ham Radio Deluxe properly with the correct settings for the radio. Setting up this 7300 with the free version, there is an alternative alternative radio that you can use, but there is settings that you need to change within the radio to communicate with Ham Radio Deluxe. So just bear that in mind when you're setting it up. So like I say, once it's up and running and working, it is pretty easy. Just take your time. If you get stuck, ask somebody questions. There's always somebody there that's going to help you. Anyway, like I say, live stream. This one was on a whim, just to put it out there, because there's a lot of people asking questions. What else is out there for other than voice? If we're mic shy, pretty much answered the question, hopefully. So there we go. Anyway guys, you take it easy. 7-3 from here in the small station off the northeast coast of the UK. Golf 6 Mike November Delta. Signing clear. Take it easy guys. Look after yourselves.